So we check in with Kevin IOLE. It's kind of the start of fight week down in Dallas. We had a picture of the Pacman plane. He flew down a ton of people, huh?
Well, Manny doesn't travel with a small entourage. Muhammad Ali has nothing on him. 130 people on that plane. That was a private charter plane that came from Los Angeles and actually arrived on Monday night in Dallas.
So who was on the plane? I mean, 130 people.
Well, if you ever watched HBO 24/7, Manny has, 40, 50 people in his room, guys sleeping in the closets, and it's crazy. But he also had some members of the Filipino media were on the plane, and, they accompanied him down to TV, and print journalists were all on that plane with him.
So what do you think of that? We talk about objectivity all the time, and, on the MMA side, we kind of deal with newer media. What do you think about flying members of the media on your plane?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know if they paid for it. If they paid for a seat, it's not quite as bad. My guess is that nobody paid to be on that plane, and that they got a gratis trip. If you pay for it, it's one thing, and I still don't like it because it gives kind of a appearance of impropriety. But if you pay for it, at least you have some objectivity left.
And this ties into the fact that didn't Arum kind of flip out last week, claiming that Filipino media members were not given access to Mayweather in L.A.?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that there was a press conference Thursday in Los Angeles, and Mayweather, he's all along been pretty consistent. He won't answer questions about Pacquiao. I talked to one of the reporters last night, Chino Trinidad, about what had happened, and he said actually Mayweather's publicist put her hands on his shoulders. Now, she's denying that she did anything. I haven't personally spoken to her, but I've read comments that she had in news stories, and she denied anything. Chino Trinidad insists that she put her hands on him and pushed him back and said, "You can't do an interview with Mayweather." My guess is Mayweather knows none of this, and I think it's stupid on his part, because if he would just answer the questions that are asked, then he would be better off. But I think, and as I mentioned in my mailbag, Steve, I think part of what this is he just doesn't want to have his fight tied in with the Pacquiao fight. He wants to promote Mosley Mayweather and not Pacquiao Mayweather.
Like 95% of the coverage on this fight is going to be around Manny Pacquiao, but you had an interesting nugget about Joshua Clottey.
Yeah, I got in yesterday, Tuesday I landed, and I get in, and there's Joshua. I had an interview scheduled with him in his suite, and there's Joshua in the lobby. There was some Filipino media around him, but there was about 70, 80 fans. I mean, it was an amazing number of fans, and he was taking pictures. And one of the things that would happen was quite funny. A young guy came up, and he was wearing a T-shirt with a picture of Manny Pacquiao on the front. And he asked Joshua, he said, "Can I take a picture with you?" So Joshua smiles, and he throws his right arm around the guy, and he squeezes him in. And when he does that, he takes his left, and he fakes like he's going to punch the picture of Pacquiao in the face, and everybody in the place broke up.
So what's the rest of the week hold, especially today and tomorrow?
Well, this afternoon here, 1 o'clock Dallas time, so 11 o'clock in Las Vegas, we're going to be at Cowboy Stadium, and the final press conference for this fight is going to be held. It's going to be just on the main event, so they're not going to focus on the undercard fighters. Get a chance to see the stadium today. It'll be my first time in Cowboy Stadium. They're going to talk about the fight and each guy, so I'm going to have a chance to talk to Manny Pacquiao. I haven't seen him since he's gotten to Dallas. So that'll be it. Tomorrow there's going to be a undercard press conference, which I don't think is going to generate a heck of a lot of interest given the quality of this undercard. And Friday, not only is the weigh-in, but Bob Arum and Jerry Jones are going to meet with some members of the media and talk about the future that they may have together in boxing.
All right, Kev, good job. We'll check in with you tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Steve.